Hello everybody, welcome to our first stream in a while, and our first content in a while actually. So I'm just gonna do a quick rundown. I've seen so many people, thank you for joining us today. Tina, Kotasa, Sylvia, Paula, Brenda, thanks for everybody joining in and saying hello today. We'll give a little bit of update in a little bit, just give everybody a chance to come in, and we'll give a LL update. Thank you everybody for all the love. It's been a rough month for sure. And we'll Munchkin's over manning the keyboard and controls. You can see him in the bottom corner.
Hello.
So one of the things that I wanted to share with everybody today is the Around the World quilt. You can see behind me, this was the first one, and if you're in the Facebook group or on our guild website, you would have noticed that we've started up another one, and I know that a couple of people have sent them in, and it brought a smile to Laura Lynn's face every time. So if you get a chance, take a look at that post and maybe send in a block of yourself. Sandra, yes, all videos that are monetized actually generate income for us. So if it's an old video or a new video, they all generate income from the ads that you guys watch or don't watch. Whatever you want to do with them. So Sassalet's back. That's going to be fun. So today I'm going to work on a quilt. Laura Lynn needs a lap quilt. She keeps stealing mine off the couch, so every time I want to go and lay down, she's already laying down with it. So I'm going to make one for her. So she came out the other day. Yes, I wore this just for Sassalet. That's exactly it. And we have green in the quilt too. So I came out with Laura Lynn, I guess the other day. It was sort of the first time she's been in the in the shop, and we just picked 3 bolts of fabric, and this is what we've come up with for the quilt. So we've got a really nice green. Let's go overhead because it's a little bit darker than what it is showing. So nice green, a nice salmon color. Where's she?
Over a bit more.
Holy crap. She is not feeling better at all. Otherwise she'd be out here with me. Who knows, she might come out, I don't know. And then a light blue.
A little bit closer to you.
A little bit closer, a little bit further, it's... If I hold it down here, but if I do that, then I have to stretch. It's kind of fun.
Harder than it looks, isn't it?
Yeah, this streaming stuff's complex. So, yeah, it's good. It's not really a challenging quilt. For the most part, it's going to be pretty straightforward. It's basically a 4-patch. And I've done some work already. This morning I came out and I put some pieces together, and Laura Lynn came out with me and did some cutting, but she's just exhausted after just that little bit of effort. So yeah. Oh yeah, I've got this. I'm not too concerned about it.
And I'm here to cause problems.
Exclamation mark dono, I think, should give the link for the 12 hours. I'm not sure if we ever got to the 12 hours when we would do it at this point, because I think that's right. If not, the link for the donations is down in the description. So I've just been waiting for the iron to heat up here. I hope everybody else has been having much better days than we have been. So how about we go and say incognito regular member? What? What is that? So I know we're doing something we don't usually do on this channel, but we're going to iron some things first. We're going to start out. I thank you everybody for your wishes and best wishes and prayers and stuff like that. We hope she's feeling better soon, and I know that you guys miss her. Yep, Gwenny, I'm teaching new skills all over the place. That's what we're here for, right? It's just to have that skill learning sessions, right? I'm hoping that she's either resting or she's got it up on the big screen in the house and she's just resting in bed right now. At the UPS store. That's an interesting place to go. Pretty sure they don't sell a whole lot of things. Maybe they do. I haven't been to a UPS store. How about you? Have you been to one in a long time?
I think they sell boxes.
They sell boxes. Awesome.
I think so. If it's the same store that I'm thinking of.
So you can see the acorn print? I don't see any acorns on. Oh, there, yeah, I guess there's an acorn right there. That backdrop, if you want to go back to the main camera, the backdrop there is the Around the World quilt, and Helly's posted up another opportunity for everybody to join in. You can send them in. I know that it makes Laurelyn smile every time we receive one, so if you guys have an opportunity, the principle of the Around the World quilt is basically to create something of you and put it into a quilt block. As you can see, there's a lot of cool things either about you or about where you are. So if you can take a chance and send us one of those quilt blocks, that'd be great. Thank you, Brenda. She's an amazing human being, and I would do anything to help her and support her, so. There's an error on the link to the 12-hour. Oh wait, didn't they change it? Go to the Stream Elements page. If you have to log in, it should be fine. Helly, I think they changed the link. Give us a second. We'll get it sorted out. I thought I changed it in the bot, but clearly I didn't.
I'm not seeing how to do it to log in with YouTube? Or?
Yeah, log in with YouTube. It should just go through. The size of the block is 9.5 by 9.5, I believe. And they look something like those. My quilt project. You're hilarious. I used to iron my shirts every day. And then I got lazy. And I haven't done it since. But I also needed to go into the office every day, and I don't do that anymore. Hello, Janine. Thanks for joining me today. And Becky. Yes. Big hugs for Laurelyn. Sorry, I did get everything sewn together and cut, but I didn't get it all pressed, or at all pressed, so I wanted to make sure this looks good. I can guarantee you, if she's not watching it right now, she will watch it later when she has a few moments of mental sanity. Because it's not been good for her. I will, Tina. I will quilt it. I may even do it as a live stream. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. The challenge is there's a quilt that she hasn't finished yet on the long arm, and I'd like to do this on the long arm. It's not about multitasking, it's called task switching. And some things are subconsciously. I can move my arm back and forth and think and talk at the same time. So it's the subconscious activities versus the conscious activities. Thank you. I've been on stream before. Remember, I've built quilts in the past. We did what was it? Placemats one time?
Yeah.
Yeah. With some bizarre pattern that we never finished because it just wasn't working.
And then there was also the jelly roll race.
Yeah, we did the jelly roll race and I was doing the same thing.
And you won.
Did you lose me, Laura? I'm still here. I hope everybody else can still hear me. I can see the bits and the bytes are going across the network and
Looks.
yeah, I won the jelly roll race. I'm so proud of that still. But you guys helped and distracted Laura Lynn, so I appreciate that. Buy another long arm and problem solved. You know, if I were to quit my job and do this full time, I might buy it. Not a long arm, but a mid arm. Perfect. Thanks, Valerie. We talked about, we've talked about it a couple of times. Just, we got so much to do in the shop first. So a mid arm is a smaller version, or is a smaller version of a long arm, but it is a sit down machine, and basically you can, like your domestic, but it's got a large throat on it and has the, it just has a straight stitch on it. So basically, no guides, no presser foot, or sorry, there is a presser foot, but there's no guides on it, and it's basically free motion. Drives the, it drives itself based on the ones that I've used in the past, and I was really enjoying it.
Hopefully this works. Okay, just from
That's awesome, Kelly. We're looking forward to seeing your creation. Almost to the end of this pile, and I know we've got a few extra pieces here.
Still trying to figure out the donation stuff.
Okay. What's the issue?
Oh,
I think you go to the tips page.
yeah, there's tipping settings.
Yeah, and there should be a link at the bottom of the tipping settings.
Yeah, I got that, but I'm wondering if I logged into the wrong one.
Why?
Should I log into the bot or the actual channel?
Battissimo's up on there already, I believe. And then you can look for commands. Sorry, technical difficulties. If I may ask, if not just saying, if she'd rather not say, is there a diagnosis from the doctor? BC Tracy? No, there's no diagnosis yet. We're still waiting on some tests that she has to do. In addition, it's 4 to 6 weeks for the tests that she has had done. So it's going to be a while before that happens. Marcus, do you sew also? Your microphone on?
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
No? It's not?
Now it is. Or is it?
I haven't clicked anything.
No, it's not on.
Hello?
So ultimately, from Laura Lynn's perspective, yep, your mic's on now.
Okay. I do so, but nowhere near as much as Mom does.
So can versus do.
Yeah. I can, but I usually pursue different artistic expressions.
Trust me, it is an eternity to wait. So, I'm not sure how much Laura Lynn wants me to tell you, but I'm going to tell you as much as I feel comfortable with. Because we don't have answers and we don't know what's happening. But ultimately, Laura Lynn cannot keep food down. So, most of her food during the day is spent going in and then coming back out fairly quickly. Not a pleasant thought, obviously. On top of that, she's got constant stomach pain issues. Not just, your average pains, but quite severe abdominal pains. And the doctors didn't have any answers from the first scoping just by looking. So they don't know what's going on yet. So hopefully we get answers from the next activity, which is a CT scan, which will happen in March, the end of March.
It's a CAT scan.
Same thing.
Okay.
Thanks though.
Mom told me that they were different things.
CT scan, CAT scan. Whatever, doesn't matter. It's a scan.
Also, it doesn't look like Battissimo is running.
It doesn't run as another object, it's a web browser. I thought I had a web page open, one of the web pages. It must be on my computer in the office then.
Yeah.
So at the end of March, we'll have an answer, or we'll have the scan done. Whether or not they give us the answer then or not, that's a whole other story. I don't know what will happen as from a time frame perspective goes. So we will keep going on, and if I have to stream for the next couple of months, so be it. That's what we're going to try and do for at least a little while. It's good for me as well. Gets me out here not worrying about everything. There we go. Yeah, you can harass me all you want. I can ignore you all I want. So it works both ways. So now we get to do some of the fun stuff. Thanks, Shelly. It's difficult for sure. I know that everybody has been posting all kinds of different pieces and statements and stuff like that, sending her well wishes. No Sophie in the shop. She's taking care of Mom right now, so she's with Mom all the time. She hasn't left her side, basically. Probably not. Thank you, Sobeka. I know that this doesn't make it better, but it can brighten spirits a bit. It definitely will. So she'll get to see any of the donations and stuff. So
Yes, thank you
it'll make
very
her
much,
feel well.
Sobeka.
Or at least make her smile. So now we get to put it together. I've got the instructions, but as far as I know, on this channel, we only read them once and pretend that we're supposed to actually follow them, right? Like that's the rule, is it not? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to. We only follow the rules once. So I did read these. I think I know what I'm supposed to do. So yeah, here, let's just start. So I know it goes one this way and one this way. So, and I did stack them that way intentionally. Patterns are guides and rules don't apply. Do your own thing and love it. I'm doing something, that's for sure. We'll see how it turns out. Just go for it, right? Exactly. That's what we do. We just go for it. So, I apologize if I go off into Never Never Land while I'm focusing. I made Laura Lynn laugh today because she cut the strips for me and then I sewed them together. And I made her laugh and I said I'm chainsawing like a madman. She laughed. So little things keep the spirits up, right? Gotta turn it on first. It's amazing. Sewing machines don't just turn on by themselves, right? Couldn't find it earlier today, so there we go. Do you have the right sides together? Okay, I will say that I'm a noob, but I'm not that much of a noob, okay? Seams are good. And the cool thing is my seams are pretty straight from when I did the pieces together. So if I line these up well enough, they should go together pretty well. So excuse the beard if it gets in the camera. No, I turned the machine on. I think I'm turned the machine on. Doesn't want to work for me today. There we go. No, it just wasn't coming up. Like it wasn't starting.
Yeah.
I pushed the pedal earlier and it didn't work at all, so yeah. Good start, right? So this is a training video for Munchkin as well. Munchkin, can you go into the ATEM settings on the computer? Should be a little red icon on the toolbar.
Yeah.
And it brings up an ATEM, right? Go into the camera tab.
Okay.
Okay. And there's a gain button on the top left, sort of each of the cameras.
Yeah.
Go to the over the shoulder camera.
Yeah.
And increase the gain, please.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's much better. See, it's a little brighter. It was just so dark before. It was hard for anybody to see anything anyway. Just keep an eye on it. Now, if I was going to do this right, I'd put the right sides together. See, we'll get there. It's just a matter of training the new guy. Choo-choo train. No, that's a different stream. on it now. Look out, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mark. Or I know you're not Mark. I know you're somebody else, and I can't remember your name. But thank you, Mark. Mark's missus. Steph, isn't it? Yeah, Steph. There we go. See? Eventually it'll come to me. It is Steph. Thanks, Hallie. Don't forget to push the thumbs up. Hi, Samantha. I don't know why you think it's such a shock that I can sew, Gwenny. I know some of my coworkers are surprised, but if they're out there watching, because I did tell them that I was streaming today, so hopefully they're having a good time, and I'll hear about it on Monday. Straight sewing's boring, but hey. Thank you, Lena K. Well, I think there's a lot of things that in this world that both men and women need to take credit for themselves, and being able to do things like sewing or building buildings, you know, they're not just it's a person activity, right? It's not a male or female activity.
Okay, I think I figured out how to update the link for
Okay.
for the tipping.
Okay. You can also just put it in chat as well. Hi, June. Laurelyn is not doing any better, and we've got no word of when she will be. It's not just a heel thing. There's something else that is wrong with her, and we just don't know what it is yet. So, you know, bear with us as we go through the search for what's going on.
Does that look right, Dad?
Yeah, if you click on or if you paste the link, does it go to the actual page?
It looks like it.
Okay. Thank you, Judy Patterson. Am I sewing the 4-patch on the same side? I'm sewing them all on the right side of the 4-patch. But I am alternating the colors between each corner, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, Anonymous just tipped $20.
Thank you, Anonymous. Very much.
Yes, thank you very much.
I just hope I'm sewing them right sides together. And thank you, Anonymous, again for another $20. I appreciate that.
Yes, thank you.
On a roll. I'm going to have to do a 12-hour Marcus if they keep this up. That would
And
be
Lois.
entertaining. Pardon me?
And Lois.
Lois tipped as well? Wow,
Yeah.
thank you, Lois. Thank you very much. Help us keep going.
And Sharon.
Wow, Sharon, thank you for the $10 tip.
Yeah. Tip link's working.
I guess the tip link's working. Marcus and Pop 12 hour. Could you imagine what that would be? Well, I know what I would start working on, but I don't think I can finish it in 12 hours. So we're working on a door for Marcus's, at the bottom of Marcus's stairs into the basement. And one of the things I'm building is going to be a, oh, thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you very much. It's going to be a massive tree that'll be embedded in resin.
Also, this is the first time I'm hearing of his plan.
On my side, not on his side. So
Yeah.
on his side of the door, it'll be just a blank door painted. But on my side, that I get to look at when I go past, thank you, Kathleen. Thank you so much. When I go past, I get to look at this beautiful tree that I've created. Hopefully it'll be beautiful.
And there was an anonymous for another $40.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Anonymous. I missed that one. Doesn't have to be done in one 12-hour stream. We can do it in two.
Allison just tipped 50.
Wow, thank you, Allison. So amazing. You guys are... Appreciate all the love and support that you're giving us these days. So that's one of those things that I'm going to do for sure. Just a matter of getting a few free moments. Christine, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much, Christine.
Next 12-hour, Pop sews and Marcus cooks. Just an idea. But what would we sew? That's the thing. What would we sew? It's a good question. If we had to do a 12-hour, Marcus, what would we do? Just the two of us. The blocks from around the world, that's entirely possible.
Yeah, that's...
So the quilt is a 4-patch with solid blocks in between. But welcome to the show there, Crystal.
Becky Wilson says, "Forget the sewing, make a door."
Forget the sewing, make a door. Maybe what I do is I would do the test first. Because I could do the test out here. Unfortunately, it's going to have to be built in the house because the door's too wide to take through another door, for example. So.
I just swapped it to me, so.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Now I can raise my hands and talk with my hands. Nice. I'm glad that that we're working on the same thing. So Becca, that's actually quite funny because Laurelyn and I have been discussing what we want to do because obviously we want to keep you guys in the loop and also keep making content. It's unbelievable how much you miss this stuff when you're not doing it. So my thought is maybe I could do the small template version of it, and
yeah, that could work.
Thank you, Pamela. Really appreciate that. I snuck up on you. Shh. I was very stealthy today, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm a ninja. I'm a sewing ninja. I guess that's another YouTube channel we could start. Stealthy sewing ninja. I could do a sewing, an EQ8 stream. There's lots of people who do video content for EQ8, that's for sure. Thank you, Anonymous, so much. This one's not straight. Thank you, Kelly A. Appreciate you very much. I think the tip bot's just struggling to keep up. Appreciate it, everybody. I'm getting a login error to try to get onto WeSewIt.com. But that is something I can't help you with at the moment. I've done EQ8 stuff in the past. So we can do some EQ8 things. I'm not a professional EQ8 user, but I do understand it. Nine and a half by 9.5, Allison, yes. Good morning or evening or afternoon, Martha's Creative Life. I hope you're having fun cleaning. I know I did the kitchen this morning, or at least most of it, and I didn't enjoy it, but you know, hey, gotta do stuff, right? Thank you, everybody. Yeah, if you want to watch older videos while we don't have as much content out, that would be gratefully helpful to us, because you know, any content that gets watched is still good content for us to see. As from a YouTube perspective, the problem is if we're not making content, we fall off the algorithm. How's the weather? The weather's been relatively snowy all week, but there's nothing here.
Yeah, it's fairly mild today.
Yeah, it was really nice today. Looks like our neighbor is burning up in the bush back there.
Lena K asks, what's an EQ8?
What is an EQ8? EQ8 is a piece of software that is used to create quilts designs, specifically. It doesn't actually make quilts, but the person who's designing them can make them. Whoever sewed this one just wasn't paying attention or something. Probably me. Oh, we'll definitely, if we hit the TIFF amount, we will still do a 12-hour. That's the way that we've set this up, and if you guys continue to be so generous, then we will definitely go ahead and do that 12-hour. I'm not sure what it will be or when it will be, but you know, it's really up to you guys. Thank you, Jerry. We're almost professionals now. Don't tell anybody, we're stealthy. The address should be on the World Quilt post. So Becca, I think I talked to if it's what I'm thinking about, um, with so yeah, then yes, I've already sent the message to Stephanie. She sent me a message earlier. But yeah, you can reach out to me on Facebook or through info at We Saw It, and we can talk about it. Laura Austin, if you wanted to donate on YouTube, there's a button at the bottom that allows you to pay through your credit card. Um, Most of these donation activities are through credit card or through PayPal, one of the two. So the donation link goes directly to us through PayPal, and the either the super chat or the what's it called, Marcus, at the bottom.
The membership?
Well, there's a membership also, but which is the join button, but the $sign button, I think is what it is the one that you can donate through directly there, and that gets taken. Some of that goes to YouTube as well. I know I should be using pins. But you see, if you go back and watch all Laurelyn's old videos, she doesn't pin anything. It's like ironing and pinning are two no words in her language.
You get one or the other.
Yeah, you either get ironing or you get pins. NM, this is a Janome Horizon 15,000. I believe the model is a Memory Craft 15,000.
I thought it was 1,500.
No, it's 15,000.
Ah.
There you go.
Hello.
Munchkin learned something today.
It was just one extra zero.
A whole lot of nothing.
Yep.
I figure this way, everybody, that this is Laurelyn's. This is going to be for Laurelyn. And if she complains to me about a seam that's not aligned, we're going to have some words. So. It should be on the Facebook group as well as on the website. It's pinned in both places, Allison. So the Around the World quilt, which is like
1 second.
that. So that's the Around the World. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm doing my best, okay, Allison?
Becky Wilson, I hope to sometime in the future design another quilt. Maybe a sequel to Fantasy
Microphone
Quilt.
usually helps, but
Well, I'm seeing the bars moved enough, and people are saying that they could hear me. So.
okay. LL won't complain. No, I'm sure she won't. She'll just snicker behind her hand. Ha ha ha.
See, Gwenny can hear me. My voice projects.
We'll see how we'll see how well it gets done. Let's go there. And if she does have a problem with the seams, I'll just blame it on the iron because we don't know how that thing works, right? So.
It's voodoo magic.
Yeah, exactly. Change the shape of the fabric. It's the iron's fault. Absolutely. It's made with love. Absolutely. Aaron hasn't got enough practice. That's not wrong. I think it'll be lovely as well. I'm not too concerned. And if she doesn't want it, it'll go in the computer room on my chair, so.
You really think that she wouldn't?
I'm joking, okay?
Oh,
Laura,
thank
Austin,
you very
thank
much,
you
Laura.
so much. That'll go a long way to helping us. We gotta get a floor in this place. So, just so you understand, all the money that you guys donate to us does go back into this shop. It goes into the stream for equipment and everything else. So, I really appreciate it. It makes us be so much more in a better place. Make sure the reds are not together. Yeah, there we go. Well, you see, I'm trying to behave myself and not do anything that would show her up. Obviously, you know, because she's the professional. I'm just some schmuck off the street in comparison.
Crystal L asks, do you make quilts with Laura Lynn?
Looks like you're getting closer to 30K subscriptions. We are. We're so excited about those.
Yeah. I know Mom was really looking forward to...
30K?
Yeah.
See, I'm really looking forward to 100K. That's the number where, you know, I'm going to be over the moon excited that we actually finally hit it.
Yeah.
That was the goal when I set up the channel in the first place. And I know we'll get there. It might be 20 years from now. But, you know, we'll get there. Slow and steady. We're the tortoise in this race. Absolutely, Tracy. That is my role, and I know my role very well. But, you know, hey, every once in a while we got to step outside our comfort zones and do some things that we don't necessarily do every day. And it makes us stronger and better for it. What is junk journaling? Is that journaling about junk? Last one. Well, last one set of seams anyway. Really? I don't know what junk journaling is. I'm a computer guy. Junk journaling to me means stuff we throw out in memory.
A junk journal is a handmade book created from many types of paper, often recycled materials like pattern papers, music sheets, envelopes, paper bags, maps, brochures, and more.
Ah.
The covers are often created from old book covers or cardboard/chipboard bases covered with paper, fabric, or paint.
Ah. Interesting. Okay. Cut. Yeah, it's a new way of hoarding. That's hilarious. Probably.
If you want to get away with hoarding, just say that you're interested in making miniature dioramas. That way you can get away with hoarding anything.
that what you make, Marcus?
It's something that I have an interest in, but currently most of my artistic pursuits are digital.
Hello, Stephanie Stitches. Super Steph. She's been escalated to a super, has she? That one's different.
Tip link has been requested. It should also be available down in the description, as I've updated it there as well.
Yeah, we need to do that on the overall thing. So cool. There's a super Steph and a sassy Steph. Super Steph and a sassy Steph. That's just confusing.
A lot of junk journalers make digital collages of very old documents using Photoshop or similar. That's pretty cool.
So Diana the Fiber fan, Lorlin is still not doing well. And as an update to everybody else, she's on a regular basis is physically ill. And hey, look at that. Just, I'm impressed with myself.
Oh, a little bit forward. There we go.
The corners line up. I'm so proud of myself.
That's great, Dad.
There's a first for everything. That was the first one I looked at, so we got a long way to go yet, but hey, one out of every one of them is still good. And there's number 2. And
that
it's
was also pretty accurate.
pretty accurate. Don't tell anybody I wasn't practicing. It's all in how you iron as well. Oh, Diana, thank you so much for the wishes there. Yeah, it's day by day. Sometimes it's a good day, sometimes it's not. But we're getting through every day.
Thank you very much, Sandra K.
Sandra K, thank you. Appreciate it very much. Everybody who's donated today, or tipped, or gave a super chat, or I don't think we had anybody join yet, did we? No?
No.
The memberships? No.
Teresa, I believe Papa
Yes.
is making this.
Yes,
for
I am making this for Lorlin.
So that way she stops stealing your couch quilt.
Exactly. She has a quilt of her own. I don't know how big this is going to be, so she might still steal my couch quilt, but, you know. I can only try, right? Bye, Kelly. Yep, seams look like they're coming together. Another one with a good corner. Borders. I got borders. Just gonna move this over so you can see. Made with love. We got borders. We got everything. More borders. No, not more borders. More borders means more issues. Yes, she did cut it. Need to get her mind off stuff, so I had her come out and work with me in the shop for a little bit. She cut everything while I stitched the rows together. Oh, there's a bad one. But hey. It's only bad if you look at it the wrong way. Hi, Lee Allen. Thanks for joining.
I mean, it's lined up on one axis.
Yeah, it's a straight line down here.
Yeah.
So, quietly, we'll just slip this one over top. Nobody saw the other one. If you can't see it from a galloping horse, well, let's put it this way. If I'm on a galloping horse, there's many more other issues that we're going to talk about.
Like the fact you don't know how to ride a horse?
That's not true, but thanks very much, child.
True. You
of mine.
Now the question is, do you still remember how to ride a horse?
That's a whole other question. I won't be able to see it from a galloping horse because I'm going blind anyway, so it won't matter. And as I feel that she's going to be under it, she won't be able to see it in either, so we'll hide it somehow.
Well, I think that's something important to keep in mind with
What, riding horses?
With art in general, is that if you make a really tiny mistake, you shouldn't worry about it as much as you probably do. Because as soon as you take a step back, it'll just blend in with the rest of the design and pattern, and the only person that knows that there was even a mistake is you.
Yeah, exactly. We're all always hypercritical of our own work. But at the end, we can look back and say, yeah, I really like this. Nothing at all. Are you going to long arm quilt it too? I certainly hope I am. We do have something on the quilt that needs to be finished first, so that will make it, might make it a challenge. Did I do two of them? No. This one, not so much. Oh, I guess you could turn it that way. For some reason, just brain's not working. You should set your seams, iron on the sew line. Yep, I should. I am ironing on the sew line, the iron's on the sew line, sewing, yep, there we go, perfect. Samantha, you probably haven't been here for very long in the channel. The fact that there's an iron actually being applied to anything is absolutely unusual here. Just ask anybody, they'll tell you. I'm gonna get beaten when I get in the house. Thank you, Virginia. I know she'll be watching this and see your messages. I hope, and thank you very much. LL presses occasionally. Yes, I know. I like teasing her because everybody teases her about the pressing, so. All these rules, all you need to do, and you need to do all of this quilting is nonsense. Yeah, well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's about getting a project and getting it done so that you can get it to the person who it's meant for. So now we're gonna lay it out. Now, how many is supposed to be in each? See, now I'm gonna actually do something I'm not supposed to do. 1, 2, 3.
Is that reading the instructions a second time?
No, I'm not reading. I was counting. I wasn't actually reading. I was looking at the picture and making the picture line up to what the actual quilt is supposed to look like. So, well, you do have to follow the rules a little bit. You have to put seams in, and that's a rule. That's a requirement. She's so good she doesn't have to do ironing. I'll let her know that. Anyway, we can move this out of
I
the way
think
for a
she'll
minute.
appreciate that.
Yeah, the quilt diagram is there for a reason. So you probably can't see that. Watch what you're doing, not what's on the screen.
And Tracy says, hey, we finally got her to add labels.
Hey, exactly. Next. Also, you have to sew through all 3 layers. That is correct. Funnily enough, you have to sew through all 3 layers. Men don't read instruction. You can show that. The comment. Oh, never mind. Men don't read instructions. Men do read instructions.
I don't see.
Oh, it was blocked. One of the other moderators got it. I always have to make one block first, then put it up, and keep referring to it. Yeah, well, we'll see how this goes. Not at my workplace. Well, I guess in my world, my work world, we have no choice but to read instruction, or we make critical errors that cause people lives.
Reading and following are two.
Have you watched, Tracy, have you watched Lurlin in the past? Like, read instructions? Because, you know, I love my wife, but she doesn't read instructions any more than the rest of us do. Hi, Betty. Thank you. I hope she feels better soon, too.
With Mom, she comes up with her own plan.
No, I don't want them all touching together because that would be too non-chaotic for what we've got going on here. Absolutely, she can. And well, let's put it this way. I challenge her to try. Which way are the 4 patches supposed to go? Whichever way I put them down.
If she's well enough to seek retribution.
So for those of you who are being triggered right now, awesome. That's my job, is to trigger you with your ADD and stuff to make sure that you understand that the pattern is however it comes out. Top right. Sure. I think they put the dark corners to the upper left. Perfect. You're trying to get Pop to do Rule 2A. This is Pop's design. I'm just going to do what I do, which is chaos. It's a pattern. It's a pattern called chaos. This one I do want to go this way.
Oh, that's gonna bother me. You look like you had like a alternating pattern, but now you really don't.
No, there is an actual pattern to what I'm doing.
I can only see the bottom left corner, so.
Yeah, you guys can't see anything but what, like, maybe you should go to the upper one. Like, not this one. This one's too zoomed in.
Maybe.
There is a pattern here that you guys can't see. Absolutely. I gotta have fun too, you know. It's not just all you guys getting to have fun. So there is a pattern here, Marcus. You just can't see it. This is gonna be one very bright quilt. Yeah, it's gonna go on point. Yep. This is hilarious. So we do have a couple of members' videos that need to get built and put out to you guys. I apologize. Obviously, some things have happened. 2 red diagonals in the middle alternate. So you want it to be this way?
Yeah. That,
Turning your head won't help.
yeah.
Because then you have to cough. And then this. And this needs to be this.
I'm sure there's a method to your madness.
There's certainly madness to my madness.
Just waiting for the method.
Well, the method is you use a sewing machine and you put the 2 good sides together and then you sew down the seam. Who is? Oh, hi, Pumpkins. So glad to see you. Thank you for your comment there. I'm sure Laura Lynn will take a look at the stream later and shake her head and then go, thank you very much to everybody. Chuckling, yeah, I can only imagine what she's doing in the house right now, if she's not asleep. So I have another row here, I think, or 2. This is a longer quilt than I thought it was.
Need more desk.
Yes, need more desk. Yeah, I'm gonna have to layer this a
I'm
little
still trying to figure out your pattern.
I already explained the pattern. The pattern is chaos. I'm not sure what you don't get. Not everything has to be pristine in a very focused and architectural design. No.
I know what you're talking about, Gwynny.
That quilt on the wall behind you is for Beyond Beautiful Backgrounds. So that is the what's it called? Around the World quilt. And it is a representation of who you guys are. Each one of those blocks was made by somebody in the community.
Yeah, I think Sandra Kay's right. The pattern is just lay them out and sow the gift of love.
Yeah. Something like that. So yeah, we're doing another one of these things behind me. It's going to be another world quilt. If you want to partake in it, there is a post on the guild site or on the Facebook page that you can go and take a look at. This one's the wrong way. This one. So yeah, if you want to partake in the sew along, awesome. It's not really a sew along, I guess. It's more of a you send it in and we sew it. Oh, this is the wrong weight.
Lucy B asks, what are the size of the world blocks, please? Unfinished.
Unfinished, 9.5 by 9.5. This goes here, and this goes here, and this goes here. Nope, wrong one. Peanut gallery laughing. There we go. Yep. Everything's perfect. So for those of you who are triggered right now, congratulations. I have one piece left over, so what do we do with this one piece?
Keep it in case there's been a miscalculation.
No, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's way. I'm not teasing. This is how it's going.
Put the extra on your head for good luck.
It's not a hat.
Into a hat.
The fact that you said a hat, I will not do it. It's not happening. Yes. Okay, so I think we're going to go with this pattern. Maybe a label. What an idea. I'll have to write it in pen because I think the old Genomi's not working so good. So we're just gonna sew this one down here. Is your pattern going widthwise? Is my pattern going widthwise?
No.
Oh, that's funny. It's not the traditional pattern. It is a pattern that I'm making up as I'm going along. And if you think that it's a traditional pattern, then great. But ultimately, my pattern is designed to go every which way. It's called chaos. It's what our lives are right now, and it's what I want to put together. And I think it will turn out nice. Because not everything has to be perfectly in the right place all the time. Our brains don't think like that. They look for the differences in everything. That's what they're constantly doing, right? Exactly. And it's for who it's for is just as important. Sorry, am I not far enough over?
Well, when you lean leaned over to get more blocks, camera got a shot directly in your ear.
Awesome. At least my ears are clean. Ish.
Brenda just donated $10.
Thank you, Brenda Butt.
Thank you very much.
I like where this is going. It's a good start. First row. It's always fun to try and make something your own. Not everything has to be following the line. We do that enough in our lives. The creative environment needs to be something different for us. So think outside the box.
Teresa asks, Pop, how long have you actually been sewing?
Today, an hour and 22 minutes approximately. But in general, I've sewed since I was a teenager. On and off. But I used to make stuffed animals and things like that in high school as part of home ec. Okay, row 1 bottom done. Perfect. This is what I was looking for. On to the row 2. Means I gotta iron this again, don't I? Whoever designed this process we need to have words. So these colors are all chosen by Laura Lynn. Make sure I'm doing this right. See? Gotta be careful. So this color, whoops. This color needs to be in the top. See, this is where I fall apart because I don't think about things the same way yet. It makes it's funny because all of these squares were exactly cut the same length and same shape. But as soon as you put the iron on them, the fabric changes shape.
Yeah, it's all the iron's fault.
Tracy Albert, you can submit any type of block you want to submit as long as it's 9 by 9 and represents who you are and where you're from. Those are the important things.
9.5 by 9.5.
That's what I said, wasn't it?
You said 9 by 9.
9.5 by 9.5. Finished, it'll be 9 by 9.
It'd be a little bit small if you go 9 by 9.
We did actually border a few of them. You can see. Maybe did we? I know we were going to. There was 1 or 2 of them that we had to border up. I thought. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was a different project. Then again, I don't know. Yeah, there is a border and the name's put on it for sure. Now I've forgotten where I was. Awesome. Which way do I sew this thing together? This seam. Yeah. Oh, this seam here. Okay. Yeah, if it cuts something off, I'm sorry. So this goes this way, this goes this way. I need to put these two together and sew down that seam. Yep. It does matter. There is actually a pattern in my head that I'm following, so it does matter to me because I know what I'm doing. Or at least I have an idea of what I'm doing. Otherwise, it's just a guess. You won't trust me? Okay, I won't trust you. Not sure if that's what you wanted me to say. if I sew this on this side. Oh, so if I have to rip it out, so be it. It could be a part of your world or a part of who you are, something that really interests or excites you about the world you're in. Oh, okay, I won't trust that you cut anything off, or we won't cut anything off. There's even people on this quilt who haven't been in the channel in forever. See if I did this right. I did! I win! Yep. I win. It's amazing when you do something right. Gwenny, I suggest you look up Quandy by Machine. And I'm not suggesting that. That was Lucy 7B. Yep, a lot of fun pieces on there. I know that we had a great time putting it together. And sorting it out and organizing it, that was another piece of the fun part. I don't know the Seam Ripper song. No, you'll have to sing it to me. Never heard it before. Quandy is a great scrap buster, especially if you have a lot of Indian cottons, whatever that is. Awesome, awesome, awesome. This is going along well. Another 6 to 12 hours, we should be done. Thank you, Dad. Appreciate that. So Bonnie Park is my my father's spouse, and assuming he's actually watching, just so everybody understands, because that seems a little strange coming across the internet. Not yet, not yet, Lynn. I'm not. Everything's going well so far. And if it doesn't, we know we blame the iron. Oh, see, here we go. Not sure what happened there. Where's the needle up? Love it when this stuff happens. Where's my scissors? I think there's a pair over here. There's a pair over there. There's several pairs over there. I got some toenail clippers here if you want those too, Beverly. I'll hand them to you if you need them. Did you need scissors or? I also have a little cutter here on the machine. Lower the presser foot. so many rules to remember. Sass disappeared. I haven't seen her since she came in. Unless she changed her name. She's hiding out. Row 2. I'll give you $1 if you give me the $1 and I'll cut paper with a pair of scissors. Go ahead. I dare you. I dare you. It's already done. Oh, you didn't say her fabric scissors. You said scissors. Because I can definitely cut some paper with some scissors. I've done that before. Thank you, Beverly. I'm sure your husband could figure it out. I heard he's a smart guy. Is there paper scissors in the shop? Well, that's the secret, isn't it? Because I could just pull out any pair of scissors and use them. And because she's not here, maybe that would get her out here, actually. She'd be like on the warpath. She'd be coming after me if I tried to use paper and scissors. Yeah, she does have scissors for everything. I just don't think she's got them labeled, which is a bad idea whenever I'm around.
Well,
if you hear the door slam open and I've just been cutting something, you know what not to do. Gets me an early gravesite? Nah. She'd forgive me.
After you buy her a
new pair of scissors.
Yeah.
Exactly. And let's be honest. If the scissors dull with one paper cut, then it's not really a big, a decent pair of scissors. And ultimately, no, there was a pair of scissors here somewhere. Oh, there we go. Ultimately, I'm going to use the opposite side she uses. Ultimately, I can get scissors sharpened too. Right? There's more than one way to fix a problem. Nope, doesn't like that spot. Absolutely. Can't live life without some danger. Just does not want to sew this. See, and the other thing is I'm just going to blame all you guys. Sassalette said that I should use paper scissors to cut with. And she said she'd pay me $1 if I did. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, you distracted me with the dollar and the paper. So, that is not the right way. This is the right way. See, and I'm generally mischievous. We talk about cutting with paper scissors, fabric scissors with paper all the time. Yeah, if it was labeled.
Scissors with paper.
Hey, words are hard, okay?
You just got a $2 donation.
Oh, $2 for paper cutting. Okay. Here we go. Here's some of the worst paper ever. It's called tissue paper for cutting with scissors. Here's a pair of scissors. See? Snip. Yeah, there. Oh, I did it. I did the thing. Oh, it didn't work so well.
You want to do that over the overhead? So that way they get a good look.
Cut paper. There we go.
Apparently those are snippers and not scissors.
She'll only kill me a little bit, so. If this makes you happy, thanks for the $2. I can sharpen them, so. Now we see for real what yeah, this is why she's sick. She has to deal with me every day.
Best $2 I spent today.
Now, where did this come from? See, now I'm confused.
I believe you were putting it on me.
Yeah, but it's in the wrong spot. That's why I was asking the question, dude. Dude. Awesome. I'm glad I could make you laugh. And spend money. I like when people spend money. It's one of my favorite things to do. Now we need the Harry Potter map that said mischief managed. It didn't happen, Laurelyn. It really didn't happen.
There isn't video evidence.
There isn't video evidence at all. I can already see the look on her face when I go in the house. It's awesome.
I just realized you're not the only one in the doghouse because I didn't stop you.
When the cat is out the mouse and the dancing on the table, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I solemnly swear I am up to no good. Absolutely, always the way most of our chat is every day.
$2 is $2.
Yeah, exactly. $2 is a large amount of money. And we appreciate every $2 we get. Yeah, but Kathleen, murder is not going to be covered by I used the paper scissors. Or I didn't use the paper scissors in this case. Actually, I don't even know if those are paper scissors or fabric scissors. It's not labeled. So in my own defense, I'm fine.
Is this blocked?
I'm assuming Sass is incognito. But I don't know for sure. It seems like the same kind of mischief. Or the same mischief model. Oh, not. Okay.
But That's what Cecilette would say.
But is that what Sassalette would say?
No, but
Plead the fifth. Hey, Speedworks, how are you doing? Thanks for joining me today on my chaos. And we're down another row. Thank you, Jill O'Dell. Cut 5 times more. Well, you're supposed to measure 3 times and then cut 5 times, and then it's still too short, right? I used Laura Lynn's snips, and I used her scissors that she got from somebody else in the channel. But the thing is if they're that dull that they need to be sharpened after the number of snips I did on that piece of paper. These ones.
apparently Sass is blocked in chat.
What? I didn't block Sass.
I also didn't block Sass.
Yeah, I think I think there's some stories going on because nobody in their right mind in this channel would block Sass because if I find it.
Apparently Allison blocked her.
You have to go into the community members page under the.
I'm looking.
So go into settings in the studio.
Yeah.
And then under community tab. On the left-hand side. I think she'll be in the blocked list there.
Well, that would explain why she hasn't been
saying anything. So this is there. Yep, we're going to sew this the right way. I doubt she fainted. Because she was probably asleep, actually. Well, the thing is she's got this whole jug of scissors here. It's actually a cup, but who's counting? So go to the other. Oh, here, I got this. I can do this too. So she's got this. And I know these are a no-no. I would die if these got used. These are pinking shears, so they don't matter. But I use these, and I get murdered. So I know that these ones are not allowed. But the blue ones? She didn't say no to those. And they're not in their own special caddy. It's 6:39 a.m. Sass time.
Okay, so should be able to talk now.
Sass should be able to talk now.
But it may take several days to remove. No, that's for removing their messages.
Oh.
So she should be able to talk.
Okay.
I had to click save first.
Yeah, save is important.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank goodness there's no paper cutouts because I don't know where her paper stuff is.
Yeah, sorry, Sass. I definitely would have unblocked you if I had seen that you were blocked.
So, Allison, do I need to take your band hammer away? Just curious.
Sorry, Sass.
Sorry, not sorry. I didn't do it, so I can't be.
It's okay. I'm sorry enough for both of us.
Can't be held responsible for the actions of others. So this goes this way? No, this is over here. This way. Okay, next. Can you actually tell if it was me? I have to go back in the logs and see.
How do I check the logs?
I'd have to go back in the logs and see. I don't know. I have to go find the logs and then check the logs. I said hello to you, Sassalette, when you first joined. But I'm sorry that you got banned. How was your timeout?
For the majority of the stream so far.
How was your timeout? Did you enjoy your timeout? I was kind of confused because you didn't say you liked my shirt. There you go. So the real question is, who is incognito, considering...
No, Allison, don't give yourself a time up, then I have to go back and change that.
Okay, so this goes this way. Yeah, exactly. Like there was no complaining. It was kind of bizarre. I was confused. I don't know who incognito is. I would assume it's somebody that has been in the channel for a while because they knew Sass's command. Maybe it was part of the mischief managed. Now the mischief has been managed, right, Allison?
Well, the mischief is no longer managed.
Yeah, yeah, Sasselat is now unmanaged.
We prefer the mischief.
Any updates from...
CNOT.
Oh, CNOT. I don't think we've talked to him since... in a while, basically since Laurelyn stopped. I think she talked to him once, but it was not about anything to do that. Sorry, when you said Chris, I was trying to figure out... I know a lot of Chris's, so I was trying to figure out what you were talking about. Up to no good, you mean? I'm always up to no good. That's why there's a button for Sasselat on the controller.
Do I press the button?
Oh, I can push it,
Huh?
but I think it's broken right now. So you can try and push it. It might work.
No.
No.
It broke.
It's broken. But Sasselat's button's broken. Sasselat was not intentionally banned. So it was all good. It's all good. Everything's sorted. Okay, that didn't work the way I wanted to. Okay, so this is going to be this, and this, and this. Well, it's a good thing you're in your own room. Hello, Lisa, my favorite second. I can't say that out loud. A family member. Yeah, exactly. I don't play favorites. Getting me in trouble. See, that would get me in more trouble than using the fabric scissors with paper. Let's be honest. Can't say who's the favorite of anything family-wise, right? Though Marcus is my favorite child.
Woohoo!
Well, I mean, yeah, absolutely. He is the only child that I know of. No, I'm positive. We know the truth, and the truth will set you free. How is Lisa doing today? You at work today? Of course. She's making some amazing cabinet designs today. For those of you that don't know, Lisa is an amazing cabinet designer. I think she's won awards for it. Have to get her to do our new kitchen eventually. So if you need a kitchen done, you should let her know. And you're in the Winnipeg area, it'd probably be helpful too. Awesome, because our current kitchen sucks for filming, and it needs to be fixed. So we're gonna have to get a new kitchen layout, because last cooking stream actually marked my desk, and I'm not happy about it. So now I have to actually paint my desk, which means I have to take everything off of it, paint it, and then go back and put some sort of covering on it, like I don't know, epoxy.
You just wanted an excuse to do an epoxy pour, didn't you?
I'm looking forward to doing a couple of epoxy pours soon. So if you remember the old kitchen in the old place, Lisa designed that as well. Now, it was much better in the design than the actual implementation because I didn't do as great a job as I could have, but yeah, the design was on point. And it gave us the ability to film in there. You see, the thing is if I just cover it in cloth, well, that's a nice thing. What I'm thinking is I'm going to take the cloth. Yeah, it was in the shop, absolutely. I'm going to take the cloth and then I'm going to epoxy the cloth down with a layer, with an extra layer above it. So it'll give it a completely different depth to the whole thing. 2 more rows to go. Yeah, the last cooking stream we did was in the shop, was part of the 12-hour, and it was the stew. But because when we were cooking the meat, getting the meat ready, it fluffed everywhere. Anyway, back to sewing. Marcus is like, it's got to go faster. It's going too slow. He's already flipped over to the sewing cam. So I got to do some test pieces first and see what those look like, so test pours. But it's going to be an interesting top, for sure. 10 minutes till what? What happens in 10 minutes? I don't know either. Strange the heat hasn't gone on.
Cracking the whip, maybe it was blown out.
But it's not windy.
Was it ever flicked?
No, it just says that it's 18 in here, but I'm starting to get a chill. It's stream is usually 1 till 3. Well, you see, the difference is I'm not Laura Lynn, and I've got a quilt to finish. So if you guys want to hang around until I finish it, at least this part of it, I might do the other part later. Maybe that's next week. We get the sides on it and we start something else. I don't know. How's the weather? It's was above. It just kicked on, obviously. The weather here's been pretty good today. It was really sunny most of the day, and we just looks like we've got some cloud cover come in now. But yeah, I'm not planning on going anywhere until I got this sorted out. I will have to take a washroom break shortly, maybe after this row. And we also spring forward this week, so if you're not changing this week with us, I think. Yeah, we lose an hour this week. So if you're not changing with us, just understand that next week we will be an hour earlier for you peeps. They definitely are. Thank you, Janine Thompson. I think that's what it says. Next week at 4 a.m. Sorry.
Looks like there's still bobbing in there.
There is. It's just it's not feeling right. So and it wasn't right, so if you ever get that moment,
Have you been making sure to drink water then?
water, no. I have to go to the washroom soon, so I'll hold off on the water. Thanks. I know there's a I used it several times. We're in a blizzard right now. Store is quiet. Oh. Well, I hope you have fun with your blizzard. Because I know when we go to Dairy Queen and I get blizzards, they're entertaining too. Gotta laugh at yourself if you don't laugh at anything.
Now I want a blizzard.
Well, you know where the store is. What's well, my favorite blizzard is Oreo because Oreo is my favorite. Everybody see the pattern now? Coming out nice and neat. My favorite blizzard is Oreo. Absolutely. There's no better way to deal with a blizzard than to eat it. I mean, otherwise it just gets all melty. Melty blizzards. Not fun. Except for the green. Green blizzards, I'm confused. Oh, it looks good except for the green. Well, see, the thing is, it's not actually green, Sassalette. If you look at it the right way, it's actually yellow. Not green. Now, is that right?
Don't even try. Green is green.
Yes. Yes, Osmond, I am Pop. I have been on the stream in the bottom corner where you see the other bearded guy. That side, down there. So yes, he's running the stream right now and making sure that I do things poorly and with chaotic intention. And yes, this is, if you haven't seen me, generally I'm sitting in the bottom corner, you know, like the bad boy I am. But because Laura Lynn is sick, I wanted to come out and give you guys an update and make sure that that we continue to keep building content on the channel and make sure that everybody gets a chance to get together. This is as much a community as it is anything for us, and we all missed it. And I know Laura Lynn misses it as well. She wants to be out here, trust me. She'd much rather be here and not in pain than the things she's dealing with right now. I'm hoping she's asleep. And if she's not, I'm watching you.
Should I have swapped back to beat for that?
You were slow, so the moment's gone. Thanks, the camera guy.
I've got no tells. I'm used to mom's tells.
Exactly. She knows she's trying, but it's not really up to her.
I think the sass green thing worked because if you look at the top right.
Yep. It's there.
Eh.
Yep, and now it's gone. But you can't see it as it's meshed in. At some point I'm going to give Sass a membership to the channel, because then she'll be in green forever. Thank you, Sass. I really appreciate you. If you didn't know, you can actually gift memberships to the channel, to other people in the channel. And I think it's hilarious that you can do that. And so, you know, that's not cool. It's absolutely cool. It's one of the best features that, you know how I like that. That's not a threat. Show. So one of the things that I'm working on this year outside of the shop is the back acreage. We're going to be working on doing a bunch of work up there so that we can have cabins built in the back area, so that in the future we can have some people out and we can have a good fun retreat together. So that's in the plans. It's in the works. So hopefully, perfect. It's a quilt already. I don't have to do anything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick run in. We're probably going to be another half, 3/4 of an hour to get this sewn up. I'm not going to put the borders on it today, but we will put it on next weekend probably. What's on the wall behind me? So again, for the 90 millionth time, this is the members around the world quilt. So this was all people who have created a block, a 9.5 by 9.5 block. It's okay, Lisa. I was just kidding. And sent it to Laura Lynn and I, and we laid it out and created names for each of the people who participated, and put it onto the block, and basically bordered out the sides and made it into what you see it is today. Thank you, Tony. I really appreciate that. So that if you want to do, we're going to do another one of these. So if you want to participate in this, Helly can get you there's the Facebook group, so you could join the Facebook group, and there's information there on how you can join it. And there should be a link in the Facebook group or on our guild page on how to get access to our address and everything else that you need to send it to. So that's really all there is about that. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in a very short period of time. So Munchkin pushes the be right back button. How about now?
I didn't realize that swapping back didn't.
What did you push?
I just pushed main.
No, you have to push start stream.
I didn't know that.
Sorry, we're training the monkeys in the background. No worries. Awesome. So, BC Tracy, what did you say? What were you looking for, information-wise? I am still here.
It was
Thank you,
about
Lisa.
the gifting memberships. during
Oh
this
yeah,
other
you can
episodes.
gift channel memberships. So where the join button is, if you want to, you can also click the individual. There should be a triple dot beside their name, depending on what platform you're on. I'm not positive it's on all of them, but if you click on the triple dot beside their name on PC, you can actually see a drop down list, and it will basically allow you to be able to send a gift membership to them.
Also, Lisa tipped $50.
I did see that and said so. Thank you very much, Lisa. How is Mom doing? She is not doing well. She tried to eat some lunch and it didn't agree with her, so it came back up. And their name turns green. Yeah, so like Tracy Albert's name right now is green. So as much as I don't want to, I was told that I should use pins. I'm not sure who that was by, but so we're gonna use some pins for this part. Yeah, she's not doing so well today. Tina. So we're gonna join these up. Yes, so their name turns green because they are a member. And they get that little, pins to line up the seams, exactly.
And don't sew through the pins.
Sorry, what?
Don't sew through the pins.
Why not?
That's how you break needles.
Apparently I'm not supposed to sew through pins. I will definitely do that, Lisa. Sometimes, Saslet, sometimes, but not always. I hope so too, Donna. That is my biggest hope in the world, that we can figure out what this is and, where she needs to go next. Even if it's a bad diagnosis, it's better than what we're going through right now, which is no understanding of what's happening. Yeah, Marie, the problem is even if you do sew over pins with your older machine, it throws the timing out if it clicks it in any way, shape, or form. So you don't want to sew over your pins, even with the older machines. They were much more bulletproof, for sure. And, but still, you don't want to do that. No problem. I do know a thing or two. Just 2, so don't ask for any more. I'm running out. We need to save it for next stream. For the other one thing I might know.
Me too, ironing pins.
No, I don't know ironing. I'm not an advocate for that. I just know you're supposed to do it. I'm sorry to hear that, Mary. I think, the healthcare system, at least in Canada, needs an overhaul, and we need to look at how things can be better. At least from what I have been experiencing so far. Sorry, is that a big piece of ice?
I think that's the
Oh.
light glare from the...
I can make it go away, watch.
And it's gone.
And it's back. It's a reflection of the spotlight. Unfortunately, or fortunately. Yeah, we don't even know what it is at this point, Helly. There was a little bit of a glare. I won't lie. She looked up from the pillow. She heard she isn't watching. She's listening. But ultimately, she gave me a little bit of a glare. So I'll probably pay for it later.
Hey, thank
There you
very
go.
much,
See,
Allison.
there's an example of how you can gift a membership. Thank you, Allison, very much for giving Alexandria a membership. And now, if Alexandria said something in chat, she would be in green, and she'd have a nice little sewing machine behind her name. Our logo, actually. The beginning of row 1 and 2. So if you are in the chat, and please make sure you say thank you to anybody who gives you a gifted membership. I watch too much Twitch, because subs on Twitch are paid for. Come here.
It got quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah. Another of our many things we need to do. We are definitely looking forward to the floor going in whenever I get around to it. So we got a chicken coop to build. If you remember the one that we did in Hillsburg, we did videos on that on our other channel. We're going to do, in the lean-to, we're going to do half of the lean-to basically as chicken coop, which should be fun. And then we'll have farm fresh eggs every day.
That's looking great, Dad.
I like it. So let's take the next two, put them together. Line up the seams. So did Sass like go into hiding? No, she's still there. Okay, good. It's still working, right, Sass? It's been quiet ever since. Yeah, well, for now. But you know, you do it to yourself sometimes, though, right? You get in trouble and then you get timed out. Usually it's only for 10 minutes, but you know, an hour's good too, I guess. Just keep sewing, just keep sewing. She is. She's definitely in Laura Lynn's face all the time right now. Thank you, Marie. I'm doing my best. Doing my best to live up to the bestness of the professional streamer who is absent right now. It's these quiet times that are scary, because then I have to figure out what to say. Absolutely, KD. They do. They do. And she has been aware the whole time. I think our streams are all good incognito. With Sass, without Sass. But I'm a little biased, so.
I appreciate Sass being here.
Mm-hmm. Definitely miss her. Thank you, Denise Sopatch, for joining the membership.
Yes, thank you very much.
So we do use all the membership money that comes in from members to do updates and things to the shop. So we really appreciate every one of you guys that are members. So thank you very much. A 2-month break. Was it really a break though? Because everybody was missing you, so it wasn't really a break. Everybody's like, where's Sass? Wow, Patricia, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. All you people who just got a gifted sub, the membership thing. I'm going to say sub from now on. I don't know why. But thank you so much for that. That's amazing. memberships all around. Memberships for everybody.
Yes, thank you very much. That's very kind.
That is so awesome. Thank you. Yeah, that is amazing. Thank you so much. These are not lining up as much as I would like.
I'm actually quite surprised that Sass hasn't been gifted one yet.
I am too, actually. Chloe, she's not doing great, but we're getting through it. You're always going to be blue, Helly, because you have a wrench. You're a blue mod, Helly. You don't get green. All those people who just got their membership announcements, thank you so much. But Helly, you got the sewing machine now. And members, I think there's emotes for members as well. Yes, we really appreciate all the love we got today so far. This has been an amazing stream for us. And it's not perfect, but I'm happy with it, so we will move on. But that's not right, is it? Yeah, that's right. Yep. Thank you, Chloe. I think that's the right way to say your name. This is yours is always the one that both of us have trouble with. So I apologize if I said it wrong, but hey. We can only do so many things. I miss Cross Stitch Tuesday. That's one thing I won't be able to take over for. It's not in my skill tree while we're waiting, so
Unfortunately, Cross Stitch Tuesday will have to go on hiatus until Mom is able to
take it back up.
Yeah.
No, I don't, Helly. I don't recognize that. Sylvia, no, she's not. With whatever is happening to her, she has a lot of pain. And if she wasn't in pain and she was just sick, I suspect she'd be out here with me. But because she's in pain and she's sick all the time. Thank you, Steph. I saw the message. I could show you, but then I'd have to kill you. No, I'm just kidding. As far as the cross-stitch pattern goes. I'm going to be doing a series of things with artificial intelligence. So that cross-stitch pattern was developed using an AI package. And so the image itself was developed through AI, and then we used a different package to convert it into a cross stitch pattern. So it's something that we've never really tried before. And a lot of what we do in the computer world doesn't necessarily apply to what we do in the quilting world. So in this case, I leveraged some different technologies that we wouldn't do normally and tried to create something. So this is a merge of tech and creativity at the same time. Oh, Cynthia, thank you for coming and spending time with me. I did notice that the number counts were very high, and I'm very appreciative of that. So as far as number of people watching, so I appreciate you coming out and spending time with me. But we're not done yet, so we've got still stuff to put together. Yeah, we're hoping for the best, and we and we want to spend more time with you guys, obviously, and we feel guilty a little bit for not having stream out. AI is only scary if you don't understand what you can do with it. So, and that's why I started looking at it and seeing how we could use it as a tool. So I'll be doing a bunch of content associated with that. Thank you, Judy, for sharing. Oh, trust me, it doesn't matter. Family is important, but you guys are also family, so it's just as important to us that you guys get your time with Laura Lynn. And I know she, like I said, she'd be here if she was able.
Well, incognito, that's going to be the same for any technology.
Yeah, absolutely, incognito. Technology can be used good or bad. It just depends on the people using it. It's like weapons. Thank you, Beverly. I understand that. The life of a content creator is kind of a weird thing. It becomes this life where you want to have the interaction with the people that you've developed your community with, but in the reality is sometimes you can't, and that is always a problem because you're always diametrically opposed to not creating content. We've done it for a long time and we want to keep doing it, but when you can't, it becomes a challenge, both emotionally and sometimes physically, because you take that out on yourself. So we're doing what we can, and we're not going to try and kill ourselves to get content out, but at the same time we want to still partake with you guys. And I know that Laura Lynn's listening to this, so has she been tested? We're having enough trouble getting testing for just about anything right now. So as soon as we get some testing, I'll let you know. Like, she's had her scope and that came back inconclusive, so we're just waiting. Looks good. Thank you. No, I agree. Her health is the most important thing, no matter what. Absolutely. Picture and video can be done by AI now at the same level, and in some cases better than what most content creators do, which is scary for people like me and Laura Lynn. If an AI person, or an AI that's even a more scary thing. If something through AI can definitely do all the things that we do, then what use are we, right? But the one thing that AI can't take away is the fact that we have a personality. I like to believe I have a personality anyway.
Oh,
And
you have a personality.
I have a personality. She's in the house. Oops, did I say that out loud? Good night, Lucy 7B. I hope you have a wonderful time with your grandson.
Yeah, have a good night, Lucy B.
So I'm just going to pin this. We're working our way. We're almost done. The first part.
Apparently we're bad.
We are bad. We're not bad, actually. We're mischievous. And I don't think that's bad. It's not necessarily good, but it's not bad. Helly, where do you think she gets it from? We're more like chaotic neutral, but that's okay.
I like to think that I'm a good person. So yeah, I'm probably chaotic neutral.
Being good doesn't necessarily mean that you're not neutral. Our favorite person in chat is mischievous. Your favorite person in chat is mischievous. Okay.
Oh,
She's wow. We've elevated her just by one stream. In 2 and 4 3/4 hours, we have made it so that mischievous number 1 has come out to be the angel. Awesome. Perfect. That's what that was a plan. Plan succeeded. Check mark in the box. Absolutely, Beverly. I agree completely. That's why you're not bad. Nobody ever said you were bad. Mischievous is a different thing. And there's good mischievous and bad mischievous, or non-considerate mischievous.
yeah.
And we accept most kinds here of mischievous.
As long as it isn't malicious.
Exactly. If you're malicious, so sorry for your luck. You're going goodbye. Oh, I agree, Pat. Devils are angels also. Sort of a place we're not gonna go. Yeah, Cecil, that's 80% all talk. 80%. That leaves 20%. Beverly, you have no idea how much this is helping. Both us, Marcus and I, getting to do something that helps Laura Lynn and something that helps you guys, makes you laugh, obviously. I like to be a comedian. It's been my whole life trying to keep, everybody smiling around me. So if I've succeeded today, then I've done my job. If I haven't, then you weren't in the mood to laugh because I tried to be funny. It's no secret, Sasla, I caught the first time I met you on here. Awesome. At least, it's not obvious at all, right? Helly, we missed it too. And as I said, if at all possible, we'll get Laura Lynn better, and she'll be back here before you know it. I hope. And if not, it's Marcus's fault. What?
Was it my fault?
Well, Samantha, I'm glad that you have had a good time today so far. I'm not done. I've got more humor somewhere. I'll find it and let you know. But I'm sure she is loving every minute of it as well. Oh, and by the way, she loves that you guys have been everything that you guys have said, and did mention to me that she felt all the support and love from you guys. So. Yep, that scares me somewhat, Saslet. It does. But that's fine. Hey, Pat. I'm not a professional. I do what I'm doing. As long as it's sewed together, someday I will have everybody out there teach me how to do this right. But right now, that's not what this is about. Welcome back, Vicky.
Lemire.
Yes, that's correct. What app is that? Yes, what app is that, Tracy? So you can share with the rest of the club. See? Pattern. Perfect. It's the wrong way around. I like where it's going. The app is called Pattern Keeper. Nice. I like patterns. Yeah, this is for Laura Lynn. It's nothing. It's not going to be a show quilt. It was never designed to be a show quilt. Thank you. So far, so good. You know what? Blind men love to see it, so. The colors were all Laura Lynn, so she picked the colors. I had her out here today. She helped me out. She did some cutting for me, and yeah, exactly. No quilting police. The only police sing songs, right? That's why. Anyway, won't go there.
I almost didn't get that.
Well, it's almost out of your age range. So we have a lot of fun with Marcus, and things that are old are now coming new again. Music from when we were kids. is starting to come back in style, which is kind of bizarre for us. So if somebody else doesn't say something, I'm going to have to go into the topic of food. All of a sudden, the screen's full of chat. My favorite is Message in a Bottle. Yeah, that's a good song. Stop going to sleep, you lazy sewing machine. Yeah, the funny thing is they're just remakes, right? And we're singing along to them, and they're like, everybody's like, what? How do you know this? How are you so hip? Cool. Funky. Yeah, I know. Nobody says that anymore, right?
Not funky.
Not funky? Well, see, Marcus came first, so he's automatically my first and favorite. I can only imagine Pumpkin's Patchwork that would be the most bizarre thing to actually walk in on. Singing that song specifically. Is it rad? It could be. So Marcus, what are some of the latest sayings that you get all the time? Because you're starting to get to the point where you're crossing over, right? Like, age has this funny thing where, and you go from being young to being a boomer, right? And you're starting to get to that threshold now where you're getting very close to being a boomer in the children's eyes, anyway. See, he's a boomer. He doesn't know.
I don't talk to people enough to actually have an answer for that.
Well, I mean, you do watch people in chats and games and stuff like that, so what are all the cool kids saying nowadays?
I wouldn't know. I don't frequent those circles.
Oh no. Yep, he's almost at the get off my lawn stage.
I'm already at the get off my lawn stage.
That's hilarious. Might be the topic on your next game. Right, Marcus? Cool sayings. Maybe we can ask the AI chat. What are the cool sayings right now? So Marcus was telling us the other day that they've added a bunch of new words to the dictionary. And none of them are words.
They are words.
Oh, apparently, yes, because they're in the dictionary.
Yes. You see, language evolves over time, Dad.
Yes, but people don't.
And more things get added to the English language as new concepts come up, and then some words are changed.
Yeah. So what are some of those great words that they added to the dictionary?
You know, I didn't think there would be a quiz.
There's always a quiz. Life is a quiz. Everybody's going to ask you something about something at some point. How was your day? It's a question. You have to have an answer.
Now I have to look it up, because that's going
They
to
added-
bother me.
They added macho and hamburger to their French dictionary. That's hilarious. So while Munchkin Marcus looks up the dictionary editions from this year. See, you had to bring up hamburger because hamburger is a food. We're trying to stay away from the food topic. Because I know not everybody likes it. And Lorlyn can't listen to it because then I don't know whether that'll impact her either. That's okay. I'm just teasing. One more. There we go. No, we haven't because that's the time of the day that is not good for the boss. The boss doesn't like to listen to the food. Right now, anyway. It's looking good. I like it. I like where it's going. Most people lie. I don't lie. My answer is, almost every day, my answer is when you ask me how was my day.
It was a day.
It was a day. It's not a lie. I heard my son say I give him props for that, and I'm like, what does that mean?
There's one of the sayings that's...
Giving somebody props?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys have all been very positive to me about how well I've been doing today. That's giving props, basically.
Yeah.
It's basically positive reinforcement of the person that that they're doing a good job or they're doing good work. Yep. See, that was the other thing. That was the other thing I knew. I can't do anything else today. I can't know anything. I'm going to have to learn 2 things before next weekend. I don't know, Sass. That's still, you keep threatening me with a good time.
Yeah, I tried looking up the words that we were discussing and realized that 99% of them
We can't say on stream.
cannot say on stream.
Perfect.
Because they are either vulgar or controversial.
Yes. So we'll just move on from that topic of discussion. Goat.
Greatest of all time.
Exactly. Goat is greatest of all time. You only live once. But do we know that for sure? Well, ultimately, they put them in there to appease the people who are the ones that might read it and be looking for those definitions.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean they're actually really good words. The quality of the word is not necessarily what's being addressed here. It's basically what's being used in common vernacular to make sure that everybody can understand each other. I just busted out laughing. Perfect. Accomplished mission today. Make somebody laugh. So now I can finish this quilt off, or at least this part of the top off. And I will have accomplished 2 tasks today that make me happy. Yep, that's always a good one. Somebody calls you a goat. It's a good thing. Because I can guarantee you, if somebody called me a goat when I was younger, I wouldn't be happy with them. It just means you're really the oldest, greatest of all times. Or maybe there's somebody that's new that's the greatest of all time, and you're just the old version of it.
Well, it does say of all time. So
I'm trying to help here.
maybe they just
Being
mean
called
that
a
you're
goat
really
is a
good
good
at mountain
thing.
climbing.
Well, in certain circles, being called a goat is a good thing. Exactly. Don't have a cow, Mom.
Yeah, I don't think I ever really got that saying.
No, it was before your time. Not a believer in this matter. I'm sorry to hear that. The world moves on without us sometimes, Helly. Yes, goat means greatest of all time.
Yep.
Used in the right context, please. Don't have a cow, man. Yes, I did say that. Because I read it off the stream. Tracy says she's older than you, than us, so. But that's okay.
Yeah, I've heard the saying before. The meaning never really clicked in my head.
Holy cow, it's not a Simpsons reference. Lots of meat. Yes, I'd like a cow too. Maybe we'll raise one. Or two. Yes, Simpson. Yes, Bart said it, but it. No, The Simpsons didn't make it popular. It was said a lot before The Simpsons came out. Even I remember that.
The reason why The Simpsons ended up saying it
Exactly.
was because it was popular at the time.
Exactly.
It was
Welcome
something
back.
that could be related
Fun
to.
fact. Bart is 34 this year. Fun fact. I'm not. Oh, Marie, thank you for joining us. We love having you here. If I had a farm, I would. Absolutely. The price of meat is insanity right now. Though we're looking at getting a couple of a side anyway, from a local butcher. But that'll be after we can get Laurel in better. See, I think the whole phrase "don't have a cow" is kind of funny because that would infer that if the parent could have a cow, then the child is a cow. So, yeah, it's sort of a backhanded insult to yourself. There we go. It's still pinned in the middle. That's not going to be helpful. I'm not doing that. I don't care what you say. No, I'm aware. I'm not big enough to have a cow.
Okay, a little bit.
As long as she didn't go down that path and said, "Oh, really?" There we go. I think it looks good.
Yeah, that looks great, Dad.
And it has the perfect pattern. Perfect. Actually, I think I sewn 2 rows upside down. But that's okay.
Is the pattern anarchy?
I can't say how many times this pattern is chaos. Okay, so I was told I had to iron it. So I will iron it. Hell no, we're not taking it apart. We just got it put together. It works no matter which way it goes together. And it doesn't have to be perfect. This quilt is unique. It's for somebody specific, so it is unique for that person. And she hasn't followed a pattern ever. She's got a general idea.
She follows patterns. They're patterns that she makes.
This row, not good. The whole row shifted.
Oh.
But that's okay. She does not iron very much either. Yeah, you know. But hey, she's better than I am. And she doesn't have to. Not perfect. Doesn't matter. I'm not trying to be perfect.
Exactly, Cecil. Patterns are a guide. Your imagination makes it unique.
I like it. Doesn't matter. No matter what we do, as long as we're doing something for the ones we love, that's all that matters.
I think it looks great, Dad.
I do too. And just for that, you're making dinner.
What?
What? Yeah, exactly.
Thank you very much, Carol.
Oh, yes, thank you, Carol. I hope you've had a good time today. That's been my only goal, is to make you laugh and smile and fill you in on all the stories. No, I was gonna just sit here for the whole 2 or 3 hours, but I thought that I should do something. So this is what we get. We get something. Exactly. And it was shared between the whole community. The whole community got to participate in telling me how wrong the pattern is. So perfect. But ultimately, go to the main.
Okay.
It turned out well, I think. Exactly. It turned out well. And thank you, everybody, for joining me today. I appreciate you coming out and spending some time with me. And I know that Laura Lynn is happy that you guys all had the chance to spend time with me and get to know me a little bit better. And oh, don't worry, Barbara. This is for me and her. It has nothing to do with anybody else. So I will make sure to pass on your love to her from everybody, and I will make sure that you guys are updated, and we will continue to do streams. We may not do videos until she's back, but just because I don't have personal time. So we'll try and do some streams every week, at least one. And if we come up with something else, then we'll do something else. But for now, thank you very much, everybody, Just so you know, we're only $400 away from a 12-hour. I blame Marcus. So ultimately, we're very close. And hopefully we can hit that 12-hour, and then we'll do something kind of fun, try and figure out how we can engage Laurelyn in it as well. But my design is just leave it. No, it is chaos. That is the design. So next time we'll put on the borders and we'll get it ready to go on the long arm. So I hope to see you next week, and we'll continue on this journey for the second part of bordering it up. Thanks again, and I hope you have a great day.